Welcome to Rust. So sadly, this isn't a continuing episode from our last episode that I uploaded because we did get offline. Sadly, it happens. You can't win them all. But I want to bring you a new video, same server, and just bring you up to speed. So what I wanted to do after episode 2 was to upgrade base, get a mini copter, and then travel up to oil rig to start to do oil rigs. Obviously, we didn't get that chance with the starter base we did at Outpost, but we are making the journey up there now. I want to put a map on screen of showing you where we're kind of going to live with the monuments that we have around and base a story about around this area and hopefully have a good wipe. So I thought planting our foundation on this rock, it gave us an opportunity to not have too many people around us, where if we were ever to get raided, we would be able to look down and be able to fight off people that they would have to swim to our base. So it would be a really good point for us to start. So that's what I decided to do in this wipe. So here I thought it'd be a good idea to do abandoned and get some easy comps, get some, hopefully maybe some blueprints for our tier 2 in the future. And yeah, we just tried to farm it and go from there kind of thing. So sadly there, we've obviously got countered because everyone's hearing the gunshots. They want to run to it. It's still very fresh, so everyone's active and they just want to go to any fight. And obviously a bow versus a Thompson, most of the time a Thompson's going to win. So sadly we lost that, but we always bounce back and that's what we did now. So it was getting late and it was about 1 AM and I thought, you know what, I'll give it one try. We go to oil rig and try and snowball, get our first gun and go from there. And this is what happens. So sadly we get absolutely deleted and denied our MP5, but we ended up leaving it there, taking a break for the night, waking up early the next day and running it back for some more fun. So a new day, we decided we're going to go do our fishing quest, get a pumpy and then try and counter some oil rigs and go from there. And then because it's fresh in the morning, there's a lot more people. There's a lot more people grubbing oil rig as well. So we will end up dealing with that as well. But it was a lot of fun and you guys will see what happens. So just as I was leaving my base, I saw someone actually start to build a base outside mine. And then obviously you can't let that happen. You can't have another solo outside your base that's going to pester you. So we went to go deal with that little issue and it went quite well for us actually. So we had a guy camping Moonpool and I thought maybe we could camp out for a little bit and maybe he would come out or we could kill someone, but his friend actually comes in and goes behind me and we kill him and then we end up going deeper. So here we ended up killing everybody and then someone else landed on hot air balloon. I wasn't sure what he had, if he had AK or anything. I didn't want to risk all that progress we just got by killing them 3 people. So we ended up deciding to go home, depot it, and then go back and try and fight this guy. He was a solo in the end, but try and fight him and try and win rig. So here I actually thought there was someone else on helipad and he was in a counter and it was like a duo or something, but it ended up just being heavy scientists. So I ended up being super lucky and Kobeing him with a grenade. Luckily it was just him. I didn't think there was many more after the heavies were there. I knew there was kind of one, but it ended up just being him anyway. So we won rig, and then I decided it'd be the best bet because we ended up with like a line of guns. Just go home, depot, and then come back for the crate, and I'm so glad we did.
They talked about in ancient religions.
So the crate wasn't awful. It could have been better, but we take it. We ended up killing that guy that was coming back to rat. But it was quite easy. We ended up leaving, going home, depoting, and then getting on with farming for the base, I'm pretty sure.
XDD.
So I ended up seeing another guy try and build outside our base in the same kind of location. I'm not sure if it was the same guy. I didn't end up seeing him, but we ended up learning satchels to go and give him a quick raid and get him out of the area because I don't want more people living next to me, bro. From this point, I knew it was bad, bro. I knew I fucked with the wrong people. The AK guy, he slammed me when I did the raid, and it kind of drawed unwanted attention to my base. I probably, now looking back, shouldn't have started raiding so early and should have farmed up base a little bit more. But I'm not that person. If I want to do something, I do it. I mean, should have done things a little bit different, but shit happened anyway. Enjoy the online. Obviously, I was panicking. I knew they had my TC. I didn't realize my LR was on burst. The simplest things, mistakes you make. Obviously, there was 3 of them as well. Obviously, I fumbled that attempt to try and kill them. There was one above with DB, which you saw the shells. So it was kind of a hit or miss. I feel like even if it wasn't on burst, I might have downed 2, but the DB guy above might have pressured me and I wouldn't have seen it coming, you know? So for that moment where I kill the DB guy, I'm like, okay, maybe I can bring it back. And I forgot I opened that G door, but it was so dark, I couldn't see it. If it was daylight, maybe I would have been able to do something, but I feel like I had the sneak up on them, but it's literally, I just couldn't see. I saw their name tags. I was like, oh, I have to start shooting. And to be fair, I downed one, and then the other guy was on like 20 HP or something like that. But, you know, it happens. Online raids happen. You make mistakes. That is just generally how you're going to get better at the game. You just need to keep on playing and make these minor mistakes to learn from them. I'm not going to end this video here. I'm going to bring it back. I want a revenge story. So back into it, and hopefully we can bring it back and we'll have it online with them or a raid. I want to get my revenge story for sure. So I ended up getting back on after that break. We moved in a different location, but there was still stuff left in the old base that they didn't take, like diving kits, DBs and stuff like that, that would help us snowball from now. So we end up building a starter and then going to get that stuff. And I also bring along a friend, one of the OGs, to come and duo with me to get this wipe going. So here I heard a massive fight going like on throughout for like 10 minutes, and so I went to go with a DB to go check it out, see if there was any like guns that we could take to get our snowball going. We ended up killing someone at the door, and long behold, the person that raided us was there as well. And I kind of, to me, it looked really dodgy. I have a feeling this guy is cheating, but I'm not too sure. I'm not gonna throw hands and say he is, but like when he's shooting, you'll see in the clip, if you want to replay it, he's like looking down or something. I'm not sure, it looks a bit dodgy, but yeah, anyway. So after clutching at cargo, we took the 2v1 and we kind of got out with everything. We got out with one more crate. There was 2 more people there, but we had no guns previous to this. I think we were DBs or something. So we just took the guns and got out. And then we saw oil rig was being called. So we decided to go there and try and counter that for some content. So sadly there, the AK absolutely melted both of us. That's kind of what happens when you have AK, you're kind of the king of the hill. But we went back to see if there was any loot left behind. And sure enough, there was. And then my kit wasn't even looted. Like my gun was still there and everything. So we didn't really lose much. So it was good. We got everything back. We went home. And then when we got home, we heard a raid, massive raid happening. We went to go have a little look, see what was happening. being there, we saw an M2 guy die at the wall, and I got Trapper to go run over there and try and loot it and dip home, which he actually did succeed in doing that. And we got M2 back. Didn't have anything else, so it was like not really a kit we could roam. As soon as you shoot M2, like the whole server comes to you. So it was more of, oh, we'll have that if someone tries to raid or something. But yeah, and then I stayed for a little bit longer, and I got a kill from an AK, and then sadly got shot. I think it was in the back, but everyone was wearing desert kit, so it's so hard to see where everyone is, and you'll see in the next clip kind of what happens, and yeah. So the people that were getting raided, they defended the raid. I think it was like a mixture of us countering and looting the raiders' bodies and stuff. But the people that were getting raided, they went to go raid their raid base. And I think one of them died by the turret, so that's why I got the AK and C4. But I was getting shot by like 2 or 3 people running back, so I decided to do the most scummiest thing, which you'll see. I was gonna take it out of the video, but you know, it happens. I'd rather throw it on the floor and kind of laugh about it than give it to them and they take a win. So sadly, this is the final bit of the video. We were gonna get on the next day and start doing things, but sadly, of course, again, we get offlined, we get onlined, and then once again offlined again. Trapper did end up stashing the M2 and stuff and some other things on the server, but I don't know, this is our 3rd time trying on this server, and we're always getting offlined or early raided where we can't really defend. So I think I'm gonna just leave this server good night and let it be. But also, the people that raided me, they did get raided, so there's kind of no more story. They got raided by the people that I was PvPing in this end clip, so there isn't really a revenge story after all, because someone already took their revenge on them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a sub and comment what you enjoyed about the video, or if there's something that you didn't enjoy and how I could fix it, and kind of go there. I'm going to try and get better at the story-based thing. I'm very new to this. I don't really upload like this, so it's brand new. I'm going to keep on trying my best to bring out more content and keep it fun.